In today's video, I am sharing with you some gorgeous DIY Christmas gifts. These turned out adorable and I would love to give these to someone. I would love to receive these. I know you guys are going to love them. They turned out really cute and something that you don't have to kind of be embarrassed to give. These are going to be gorgeous, especially for someone that is a friend or a family that you need to buy for, but you don't have a huge budget. These look like nice high-end gifts, and you can definitely tell that you took the time to put it together and make it personal and beautiful just for them. Hey sweet crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katelyn and welcome to Krafts by Katelyn, where we do tons of DIYs and crafts here on this channel. Today's video is super fun and my favorite one this year. I'm gonna go ahead and call it because these DIYs turned out adorable. It is so much fun giving in the Christmas season and actually giving gifts that are nice, especially calling these Dollar Tree DIYs, because most of the time you throw a few Dollar Tree items together and the gift still kind of looks like it's lacking something. But today I'm actually sharing DIYs that look high-end and don't look like you spent a couple of bucks, but look like you actually took the time and made these gorgeous and personal for friends and family that they can use all year. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you are subscribed, and let's go ahead and get started. One of my favorite things to gift for Christmas is a DIY personalized shadow box. These can be customized a million different ways and are just a perfect gift that really show you took the time and energy to put into this and it looked like you cared. But I picked up just a random shadow box from Dollar Tree. They always offer tons of different variety and kinds of these, but I'm actually choosing one of the newer ones. This one had colorful glitter. I just took the back off and poured that out. And then if you use a razor blade, you're able to scrape off all of the lettering that is put on the glass, which is great and makes these perfect for DIYing. I cut down a piece of scrapbooking paper. This one actually looked like it had snow in the background, so this is more for wintry or Christmas, but definitely something that they can use the rest of the winter for the first few months. But you can also pick and choose colors that you could use for all year. I go ahead and attach that to the back of this frame, and then I printed off just a quick little photo from my phone from my printer, and I cut it down and actually glued it on top of a piece of stiff cardboard so that it would be really nice and sturdy and help it pop off of the page. I thought I was going to make this vertical originally, but then I decided to go ahead and turn it sideways because I wanted to add in this cute little tag right beside it, and I thought they were really cute. You could add words in this. I really didn't want to write anything too Christmassy, like I said, so they can use it all winter. I did add in a ton of glue to the back of the photo to make sure that it was going to stay down, especially that they're going to be shaking this every once in a while. And then this cute little tag from Walmart that says made with love. I did secure it inside of the clothespin with hot glue and then put a little popsicle stick on the back. And then for the glitter, I'm using a mixture of Epsom salt and glitter that I had left over from an earlier project, and then glued down the back. The hot glue is going to ooze in on the inside just a tiny bit, so I do go ahead and while that is still wet, I shake it up so that the little glitter or snow sticks to it and it looks intentional and beautiful. But I think this is a perfect gift, like I said, that you can customize a million different ways. Next up is definitely going to be a project that whoever you are gifting this to can use all year. I love to try to think about the long game and if this is going to be useful to someone. So I love giving decor and I love receiving decor. So I wanted to make it something that the person that is getting this can change it out so that they can enjoy this the entire year and not just have to put it away after Christmas. I chose one of these long frames from Dollar Tree, just a random Dollar Tree Tree sign because I needed a stiff backing. I cut that down with a razor knife, trimmed it down to the right size to fit inside the frame, and then I'm using some faux whitewood scrapbooking paper from Hobby Lobby, gluing that down. I like to use a glue stick because it does avoid a lot of the wrinkles when you just use Mod Podge on everything, but I do go ahead and after that was dry, add in a ton of Mod Podge on top because I do want this to be kind of semi-sealed if they are going to be decorating with it all year, something that they can easily wipe off. Now I wrote Happy Home because that's just the words I had. You could write Blessed Home or think of something different to replace the happy, but I thought it was really cute, just Happy Home. I decided to use the metal word from Dollar Tree for the happy because that's what I had, and then for the letters I'm using some large stickers, and then I'm going to be using these mini wreaths from Hobby Lobby. And then because I am gifting this, I do not want this to have an ugly backing, so I am gluing down some of Dollar Tree's craft paper on the back to make this look all put together nice and polished, and it won't be embarrassing on the back. I'm putting everything in place and make sure laying it out and spacing it right, and then going ahead and adhering down the stickers. Now I love that these little mini wreaths, like I said, come from Hobby Lobby, just a few bucks for I think like 5 or 6 in a pack, so very inexpensive. But if you don't have these, you can definitely use Dollar Tree garland or anything to make your own DIY wreath. The trick of this is using Dollar Tree's little picture hooks, and this was like a little eye hook that I had to fold out, so it does create like a larger hook that I can put this wreath on. So now it was time to go ahead and personalize the little wreaths. I decided to make one for Christmas, fall, and then one that after the holidays they could just display all year. Now this is something that you can take full advantage of, making this interchangeable and make as many of these little wreaths as you want to. I decided to just stick with the 3, and then I even thought about gifting the extra little wreaths that come with it to the person that's getting this so that they can make their own if they want to. But I think this is really cool, just easily changed out. You can put a photo hanger on the back of this or attach a jute twine hanger or maybe even nautical rope, but I just leaned it up on a table, put a little stand on the back. But I think this turned out adorable and such a fun gift, like I said, that you can use all year. I am obsessed with coffee, and a lot of my friends and family are too, so I knew I had to come up with an idea that would be really fun to gift to someone that enjoys coffee. I thought this would be an adorable little sign to put inside like a gift basket with either like their favorite coffee or new coffee pods to try, or maybe even like hot cocoa. But I am taking one of Dollar Tree's little wooden signs with the bead hanger. If you can't find this exact sign, just pick up any of Dollar Tree's frames or little wood signs and add your own bead hanger to that. And then I took out the back, added a piece of like floral but muted scrapbooking paper that I loved. I think this is actually Cricut brand that came with my Cricut. And then using some of Dollar Tree's little scratch on transfers, which I love using, I cut out the letters that I needed and put coffee time, and I wanted to make a tiny little coffee mug. And I tried to cut one out of popsicle sticks and it kept cracking, so I ended up using a piece of cardboard and just cut out this tiny little mug. I painted it a mineral color. I put the little coffee time. You can see that I didn't have an E for the time, so I do end up having to use 2 F's. I put one down and then use a tiny little piece off of another one to add it on there to make it look like a real E. I I felt like it needed a little bit something because the coffee time wasn't exactly centered, so I needed to balance it out. So using a couple of these transfers out of the cactus rub-on from Dollar Tree, I picked out a couple of little floral vines. You definitely could draw these with permanent marker if you don't have these. Scratch those on, and it was exactly what I was looking for. Like I said, I'm going to leave this more of a muted color just to match farmhouse or whoever's decor that I'm giving this to. But you definitely could add in any colors if you know what their home looks like or what colors they decorate in. I added a little bit of beige paint to the coffee mug and a cute little heart, and then glued that down in place. But I think this turned out adorable, super cute. I would love this for my home. Like I said, I love gifting home decor, so I wanted to make a personalized sign, but more generic. That way, if someone doesn't like coffee, you still could gift this to them. I'm using one of my favorite Dollar Tree signs. This one has the wood frame around it. I think it is so beautiful. Just covering up the lime green backing. So to do that, I cut down a piece of scrapbooking paper, but I am just going to double check that none of that lime green is going to pop out. So I do take some white chalk paint, go around the edges just to make sure that nothing is going to show through. I want this to look as nice as possible. Once again, I am going in with my little glue stick. I just feel like I avoid so many wrinkles whenever I do this. I do make sure that my paint is completely dried before I do glue this down on there. But I love using this wood scrapbooking paper. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. They have it on sale all the time, but it comes in handy, and I just love keeping a ton of it on hand so that I can use this. Now, if I could have done this over, I wish that I would have left off the little rope. You might like it, but I felt like it gave it a little bit more of a rustic look. I'm not sure, but I just didn't love the rope around it. After I committed to it, I went ahead and done it, and it did cover up the raw edge on the scrapbooking paper, so I like that, but I kind of feel like it's just maybe makes it look a little bit messy. I'm also using these Dollar Tree stencils. It had this really cute little pot holder and pot, so you can use whichever one that you like, but using one of Dollar Tree's little square wood planks, I paint that white, and then I am tracing on the little pot. I thought this would be so adorable to make a personalized kitchen sign. So now I am just adding their name, and you can choose obviously any name that you would like to put across the top, and then I put kitchen. I didn't worry about putting the apostrophe or anything, but I go ahead and scratch those down and then paint the little pot with some black paint. I did add the little heart in the center just for a cutesy little touch, but I think this turned out really, really cute. If you wanted more of a colorful sign, you can paint the pot any color, and then I did glue some little blocks on the back of this sign to make this really pop out and stand out. But I think this is just a really, really fun, cutesy little sign that everyone would just know that you personalize this for them, and you could make so many of these really cheap. Pair this with kitchen towels and some of Dollar Tree's awesome little silicone kitchen tools, but just a really, really fun gift idea. I would love getting one of these personalized for myself. Next up, I wanted to make a set of ornaments. Now I know this is something that you won't get to, or the person you're gifting this to won't get to enjoy these all year, but I still love getting stuff for Christmas that I can save and get out next year, especially because a lot of times at Christmas my house is insane, so if I can store something away and deal with it later, that is a blessing in disguise. But for these little ornaments, I am taking Dollar Tree's little circle frames on a stand. I pull them off of the the stands, paint them white, and that gives you the perfect base to make like any ornament, and these act as like little frames. And then I am also using more of Dollar Tree's tiny little stickers. These aren't the transfer ones, they just are normal stickers, but I place them down on there and then use the decorative little transfers to go around the edges. I think this would be so fun to make a set and give as a family. Maybe it's a family that you don't really like, are not super close to, and don't give huge gifts, but you just want to drop off something special on someone's doorstep with some candy or just a little Secret Santa gift. These are so easy and fun to make. So all of the supplies are just from the Dollar Tree, so it just takes a few bucks to make these, and I put these together in about 15 to 20 minutes with letting the paint dry. But the key to these is sealing them. I love to use a clear gloss spray paint, and the Rust-Oleum 2X is definitely hands down my favorite. You get really good coverage. The only thing is avoid using a Sharpie or permanent marker on these before you spray paint them because it will bleed. So that's why I am just using the stickers and the transfers. But if you do use a Sharpie, just make sure that you are like testing it out or sealing it with just something easier like Mod Podge, because the spray paint will make it bleed. And then adding in hangers, I'm using jute twine and then adding some bead to the top, and then your choice of ribbon. But this really just spices it up and gives it extra detail and looks so nice and put together. I would love to receive a set of these for my family, and personalized stuff is just always so much more fun. I decided to go ahead and gift these with no photos in them, just replacing what came with them. So it's kind of like a photo frame that you want to gift. Sometimes you don't always have to put the photo in there, but if you choose to, I know it's a lot of work sometimes hunting up like other people's photos or trying to dig through old photos to find pictures of people, especially if you're not super close to them. So this is just a good idea if you don't have those photos to just put the little round pictures that came with them back in place, and they'll obviously see that they are going to be able to choose their own photos and just cut them down. You also could flip this around and just gift them with the white showing. You could write little messages in there. But I think this makes the perfect, like I said, little surprise Santa or easy gift, especially when you're not spending a lot of money. Thank you all so much for coming along and crafting with me today. Happy early Merry Christmas. I hope you guys found a ton of inspiration in today's video. I tried to work super hard and only come up with ideas that you would actually want to give friends and family, and not ideas that were more cheaper looking or embarrassing at all. But these are nice gifts that will be so fun, and someone would actually want to receive them, and they can actually enjoy them all year, and it looks like you invested a ton of time and money when actually these take 10 minutes tops, and the longest thing is just waiting for your paint or glue to dry, and then maybe we spent a few bucks on the beach. So super cheap, and these were just really fun. So let me know in the comments down below which one of today's projects was your favorite. I love the little wreath that you can trade in and out, so I guess I'll call that one my favorite. But I am obsessed with the little snow globe shadow box frame, and my girls love it. And there's so many personal touches that you could add to all of these. But anyways, I hope you guys found a lot of inspiration and found some really fun ideas so that you can finish up your Christmas list without spending a lot of money. Thank you guys once again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye. Oh, I do want to mention my shirt because I always get questions whenever I wear shirts that say things, but it says I run on coffee and Christmas cheer. Super cute. I'll link it down below, and I'm getting off here. See you next time. Bye.